Hey, Linda, how are
Hey.
you?
Hi, Jan. I'm good. How are you today?
Good. I'm
Great.
so excited to get to talk to you about something really, really big and amazing coming up in your life here pretty soon, July
Mhm.
20th.
Yes, July 20th is the launch date of the book, Women Who Dream. And I'm excited to share that one of my stories is included in that book, along with 30 other outstanding women.
Yeah. What an exciting time for you. I know the journey that you're on, and it's going to be just, I know it's been amazing, and it's from here on out, it's just
Mhm.
going to be really, really amazing. And so I thank you for allowing me to ask you some questions about your journey with writing Women Who Dream. And
Mhm.
so let's just kind of dive right into that.
Great. Yes, I'm
Okay.
excited to have a conversation with you today, Jan, and I'm happy to share my journey as well because it's easy to announce the launch date, but there are many emotions and things that need to happen in order for the book to be published. So yeah, let's jump right
Abs-
in.
Absolutely. So the first question I have is, what led you to make the decision to contribute your story to Women Who Dream?
Well, obviously, I'm a woman and I have great dreams as well. And my story revolves around the experiences of my parents. They are my constant heroes, right? They came to the United States as refugees of the Vietnam War, and in my chapter, I share some of their struggles in pursuing their dreams in America and then how that influenced me to pursue my own dreams and make plans to accomplish my goals. And so that inspired me. I wanted to share my story with the world, with other women's to inspire them in pursuing their own dreams.
Absolutely. Dreams are, we all have dreams. And a lot of times I think we
Mhm.
talk ourselves out of our dreams. And so I'm just really, really thrilled for you that you are sharing your dream out with the world. Because once you put it in a book, it's out there, right?
Right, right. It's published and it's there, and people can read it and access it and also be inspired by it. That's my goal.
Good. So on that line, what do you hope readers are going to take away from your story?
There are just so many inspiring and, like I said, outstanding women, 30 of them who are included in this book. And each one share their own story of inspiration, encouragement, and empowerment. And as readers are reading through this book and in my chapter, I want readers to feel that they are not alone in whatever challenges and whatever failures that they may face, because I face challenges and I've experienced failures. It's
Mhm.
important to remember that our positive mindset is really what sets us apart and drives us and motivates us to achieving our dreams and our goals, aspirations, whatever it may be.
So I've had the opportunity to read your story, and there were so many rich
Mhm,
messages that I got out of the story. And there were so many
mhm,
things that you wrote about that just kind of just gave me chills. And I could just kind
uh-huh,
of feel, I could just feel the emotion behind the words that you had written. And so I got a special message out of reading your story.
mhm,
And so my message was
great.
internal to me, right? But I'm curious as to what is the message of you mentioned mindset and hopefulness and
Mhm.
not filtering our dreams, but is that the core message that you want others to get when they read your story, or is there another message
Mhm.
that you had in mind when you wrote your story?
Yes, well, I think I'd like to also share, Jan, that it took a while for me to discover the core message in this specific story, because this is only the beginning, and I have so many more stories to share. But in this chapter, I talk about how my parents and their pursuit of their dreams inspired me to work towards pursuing my dreams, and how they have shaped my perspective. I am also shaping the perspective of my daughters, my children, right? And one thing I'd like to share is that while I was writing my story, I inspired my daughter to also write her own story. And she's only 7. And this 7-year-old girl is writing a story because I'm her mother, and I'm writing a story to share with the world. So it goes beyond just making a positive impact for me achieving my dreams, but it's generational. It's a domino effect when others see, me, or see you or another person reaching their own dreams. It's inspiring, and it can cause positive generational impacts.
Well, and I know a little bit about you personally, so I know that you also balanced the writing of your story, the participation in this book with being a mom
Mhm,
and being a full-time mom. You work full-time outside your home too.
mhm.
And so I know that, moms in general have lots of balls in the air, right? And so
Yes.
let's just add writing a book on top
Mhm,
of that.
mhm.
How did you find balance in your life to do that in such a way that was inspirational to your daughter?
You're right. I have children. I have 3 of them. They're all under the age of 7, and I have a full time job where I work 40 to 45 hours a week. And then here I am for several months. I'm writing a chapter to be part of a book. I'm writing, rewriting, and working through the editing process as well. And it comes to mindsets.
Mhm.
I find that if I continue to be positive and I prioritize appropriately so that I can reach my goals, um, it all kind of falls into place. And more specifically, I can say that I write during the evening time. I wrote on the weekends as well.
Mhm.
And those were the times when my daughter saw me spending time on a weekend writing my book. I share with her my inspiration. I share with her my story that I'm writing. And she's 7, so she can read. And she reads some of the things that I write. Some of the things that I wrote are free writing, just putting my thoughts on the computer
Mhm.
and typing it out. So just when I think back about that beginning process, it's prioritizing as well as making sure that it's well balanced, and I continue to be inspired.
And I know, I mean, having contributed to this series in the past,
Mhm,
um, there's a lot of high moments. There's the high moment when you decide to do it. There's the high moment when you're getting started. There could be some low moments when you're getting started because you're thinking,
mhm,
whoa, what have I just done? What have I just committed myself to doing? And there are
mhm.
high moments when you turn your chapter in, when you turn your words in for the final edits. And then there's some really
Right.
big high moments coming. In the midst of all of that, there are also some challenges. At least my experience, I had to go through some challenges throughout the writing experience. And I'm curious as to what might have been some of the challenges that you experienced as you were going through the writing process.
Wow, that is a very loaded question, Jan, and because
Sorry.
no, that's good because uh, like I said, I wrote my chapter during the evenings and on the weekends, right? And so part of that includes the free writing in the beginning to even find my voice in my story and the message that I wanted to share. And as I was doing those things, I still encounter imposter syndrome. It's something that I'm aware of, that I deal with and I journal about. But I continue to push through that because it's important to me to share the message, because I know that there are other women who needs to hear my story.
Mhm. Great. Well, Linda, I know July 20th is coming up.
Mhm.
Amazon is going to be just flooded with book orders on that day for Women Who Dream, part of the Inspired Impact series with publisher Kate Butler, who is just a phenomenal powerhouse in her own right. She creates space for women to share their stories and
Right.
inspire others. And she is truly a light in this process. And I know
Mhm.
that she has walked you through everything that you're going to need to do to get ready for July 20th. But I just want to just congratulate you. I'm so thrilled to
Yes,
share this
thank you.
platform with you. I'm thrilled and honored to welcome you as a sister into the Inspired Impact series books.
Mhm.
And I just know you're going to have an amazing launch date on July 20th. So thank you so much
Well,
for
thank you.
sharing your time with me today. It's been a pleasure. I am just want to remind anybody who's watching this, July 20th, Amazon, Women Who Dream, Linda
Mhm.
Yang, Powerhouse.
Oh, thank you, Jan. Thank you for spending time with me today as well. I'm super excited, waiting for July 20th.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.